Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of Eye Opener Society or to Eye Opener Society. Sorry about that. This edition, we are going to be doing Behind the Eyes. Um, I'm going to be your host this evening, Brittany, and we are going to go over a lot of different things. We used to have this live on Facebook so you guys could interact with us. However, since Facebook does suck balls, we did have to switch to this platform and record it. So Hannah and Gary have had a lot going on this month. So I wanted to check in with them, see how everything's been going, how they're feeling with all the new and exciting things that have occurred this month. So, Gary, how are you feeling so far this month?
Yeah, I'm always doing good. As much as that's going on, I've been working so hard behind the scenes with getting our podcast out there, getting all the new podcasts out there, getting ready for my show coming up on October 13th as well. It's fun though. It's my passion. I love doing this and I'm really excited for it. And that's why we're doing this episode here of Behind the Eyes. Give everybody a little bit of background, what's going on behind the scenes with Hannah and I.
Hannah, how's this month been for you?
Oh, it's good. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
So it's not fine.
No, like I have been going through just a lot of stuff personally. And I have some like big changes at work and, juggling, switching a position at work and, being a mom and taking care of animals and, personal stuff going on. It's just the chaos has been chaosing for me lately.
I can relate to that 100%. So
Yeah. You kind of like forget who you are and you just kind of, I feel like this month has been fight or flight for me.
I, it definitely has been flight or fight for me, or fight or flight for me this month. I've just been thankful for Gary because he's just checks in with me. He can tell, he knows my
Yeah.
energy's off, but just checking in, you okay? And I'm like, yep, thanks. And he's like, just try to smile. And I'm like, I'm trying. I'm
You're like,
trying
I'm
my
gonna cry.
hardest.
Don't tell me that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, thanks, but I appreciate it. Let me pull myself together real quick.
Yeah.
So Eye Opener Society has had a lot going on this month. It was a lot launched. So you have at least three new podcasts within the society. So we have the Arcane Oracle, um, which I must say is I love. It's been one that I've enjoyed. Um, the Sunset Child out there. And then lastly, you have Haunted and Waiting. And I've been on a podcast with Ann Lunn with the Haunted and Waiting, and that was definitely an interesting and well, I shouldn't say on Haunted and Waiting, but within the Eye Opener Society, and that was definitely an eye opening experience for me. So, how has the feedback been with them? It seems like there's been a lot of interest in starting up on Facebook with these new podcasts on the platform.
Yeah, these here are like
I was gonna say we launched the two and then we're looking forward to the Haunted and Waiting. That'll come at the end of
it's
October.
Halloween.
Halloween, yeah.
Yeah, we're releasing it on Halloween.
But it's definitely for me, I think it's just been like a world like wind of emotions. Because we're expanding. It's not just like little old us anymore. We have you, Brittany, and then we bring in Elaine from Arcane Oracle and um Sunset Child, and it's just like it's so crazy to like look back on when we started this and now here we are. And like you said, I Sunset Child is also like amazing. It's completely out there, which is something, it's a complete twist and it just falls right in Gary's alley, especially. But then, Arcane Oracle, she just knocks me off my feet and just constantly gives me goosebumps. Her intelligence with everything that she says is just like immaculate. So for me, it's just been wow.
Yeah, I put these together because, like I said, it started with you, Brittany, actually. When we wanted to give you your voice and give you your podcast. And when that comes, that comes. But it just kind of came to me. I said, there's other people I know that have some really interesting gifts, talents, thoughts. I said, I would love to give everybody a voice. But we did. We gave Elaine a shot because Elaine's been with us, I mean, ever since the beginning. And for her to do her own podcast, her, Ann Lund and Sunset Child, they've never done podcasts before. These are their first shots at it. And Elaine, I don't know, she did. She just
Out of water.
knocked it right out of the ballpark, man. She came off so strong. She structured that whole show beautifully. And Sunset Child, she has actually lent something to podcasting that's just not, in a normal format, kind of like Hannah and I, where we just do it unedited and unscripted. And I know Ann Lund started recording, and lucky us, we'll get to be the first ones to listen to it, and I can't wait for that. And I know they're all going to just have such great stories, and I like bringing that to the audience. I like bringing them something else. This way, you're not always listening to Hannah and I, even though we're pretty incredible, though.
I know people love to listen to me.
Yeah, of course. I love to listen to you. But that's what I wanted to give credit to these three wonderfully talented people, because they're going to put together a lot of this. They're doing it, completely free, and they're just doing it out of their own passion. So yeah, good luck to them. They're going to do such great work, and there's going to be so much more from them.
I think it's awesome. I remember when you had started to mention it to me, and I thought it was great because so many people can relate. I felt, at least myself, could relate to your podcast in so many different ways. And it hooked me just listening to one of the first episodes. But then this allows you can love the show, but still branch off maybe in a different way. Maybe one of your interests are, with the
tarot and horoscope, or
yeah, I almost said haunted, but it's that I can't think of the word. I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank, but I want to say supernatural, and it's not supernatural, but that the ghost, and that maybe spirits. Yeah. Maybe that realm is more of your niche, and that's what you want to go into and you want to listen to, but still be able to listen to the Eye Opener Society. So I loved how you branched out that platform. I thought it was a great idea. And it gives people other avenues to listen to these wonderful different personalities. So, and I know you as well have one that's coming up. I believe it's Live Relaxing Radio. Am I correct there?
Live Relaxing Radio. That's going to start October 13th, and it's a Sunday night, and it's going to come on every Sunday night, 7 p.m. And you get to sit around with me. We're going to it's something I wanted to bring back. I know, Hannah, you had mentioned that it's kind of going back to our roots, the meditation and all that, where it's just going to be something for people to get together, listen to some talk about some relaxing things, because I usually don't like Sunday nights because you got to get up for work the next day. Whole work week is starting again. Nobody likes that. So I'm going to change everything. I'm going to change perspective, and I'm going to bring people, in, and just we gather around, and I'm going to talk about meditation, mindfulness, share some stories, how to relax, and just basically have a kind of that nice group atmosphere where we can all just be like-minded people talking about relaxing stuff, and nothing stressful, no hatred, no nothing. We're not going to talk about really anything from the outside world. We're going to talk about focusing in on ourselves, focusing in on our own mindsets. And it's going to be done right here live in this studio with me and Hannah. If you got those chances, she can join in. I might have guests join in. The great thing with it is that it is live and it is on Podbean. You don't need the app to listen, but if you wanted to join in on the conversation, whether it be through the text chat or actually coming on the show with us, you'll have to just download the Podbean app and listen to us there. There are links on our social media, Eye Opener Society on Facebook, and we talk about it a lot on our podcast too as well. I got plenty of links. If anybody needs it, just go on our Facebook page, Eye Opener Society, and use the group page, because I'm not doing that business page anymore. It's got to be the group page.
I Speaking of the group page, I did see that you launched a contest this month, and I so badly wanted to answer so I could get the reading, but I also knew that that was not fair. And so I was like, we'll just watch and see. Is that something that you're going to keep doing monthly? Is that something you're going to keep up?
Up to Elaine for sure.
Yeah.
But I do hope that, it continues to, broaden and bring business for her, because I think she's wonderful at what she does. And it was so exciting that, I've always talked about giveaways. I'm like, but we're not there yet. We're not there yet. So it was really cool to see the first one launch.
Yeah, go ahead, you could ask the question.
Oh no, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just going to add to that because, yeah, it was just fun to have a contest for the very first time. Although it wasn't anything like we weren't giving away a Mercedes or anything like that. We're nowhere near that level. But I think those free tarot reading from Elaine, I think was a fantastic prize, especially from her, because the way she does hers, 20 minutes, ask as many questions as you want. I think it's such a great deal to begin with if you wanted to purchase one for $25. But this was, a giveaway, and we had the free reading. What I did is I took something Elaine said in her podcast, and I asked that as the question. So you had to listen to the podcast. And the really good thing, the way this came about too, the winner of the contest, let's bring Cody McDonald home.
Mm-hmm.
That's Darlene. Her son's gone missing since last February. They're up in Canada, and they were on Chris Artel's Twisted Tales podcast. And then she joined our Facebook page, and I read into the story a little bit. But what was really amazing is she won the contest, and she was able now to get these free tarot readings. And she asked Elaine questions about bringing her son home. And now I don't know anything because I don't go in, asking people what was asked or anything like that. But I think it went very well. It gives a little bit of hope for that family. I'm pretty sure Elaine, with her fantastic, gift of, reading those tarot, I hope it brings a little bit of closure at some point.
Mm-hmm.
The tarot is very wide. It could be something that happens 1 minute after the reading, or it could be, years later. But I hope it did. And I really am very thankful that, Darlene had won that contest. I really think that's probably going to help out, at least something to ease the mind, ease the soul a little bit. So that's the great thing about that contest.
Yeah, I'm sure I gave a little bit of hope too, because I think in those situations, and I may be misspeaking because it's something I've never been through, but I'm sure it's easy to lose hope at times. So to see that little bit of light and to get a little bit of reassurance that you are doing the right thing by doing what they're doing. So,
yeah, if anybody, if you're on our Facebook page, which it should be our group page, especially, let's bring Cody Dwayne McDonald home. CODYDUANE McDonald, AMACDON.
ALD.
Yeah, I believe it's McDonald. Yeah, ALD. I'm sorry, my handwriting is bad. She's on there. If you see the contest thing, it's still up there. Follow our page because we have listeners in Canada, but that doesn't mean somebody here in the U.S. don't know something. You never know. I mean, even if it's slightest little shred of evidence, hope, or whatever, all the contact information is there. Reach out, try and help out. It'll be really wonderful if somebody has some kind of information for them, bring a little bit of closure to that family. That would be really great. So check out that page. Let's bring Cody Dwayne McDonald home.
So that was a great way to kick off a contest. Deserving fan, I'm sure we have lots of deserving fans, but definitely as soon as I didn't even think about following that page, so I brought it up and liked it while you were telling everybody about it. So September, though, kind of going back then, I know the contest was new. Arcane Oracle launched on September 1st. Gary, I know you and I did a podcast earlier in the month how was, I would say, the overall vibe? I know with everything going on, it may seem a little bit chaotic, but how are you feeling with this month under your belt, and knowing the months to come with the exciting two new podcasts, the Haunted and Waiting coming on Halloween and Live Relaxing Radio on 1013? How are you feeling?
I feel fantastic about it. It's like I said, this is a passion. As soon as I get home, it's a great way for me to get rid of the entire day of work and all that other crap. This is my job. This is what I like to do. And I don't see a dime from it. You haven't seen a dime from it yet either, have you? But we do it because we love it. And to have all this new stuff coming up, and after this past month with some great episodes that Hannah and I did, we are really just passionate, and I'm looking forward to even more. I'm hoping my mind keeps going and I could come up with some more great episodes, maybe some new types of podcasts, maybe come up with some new contests, because we got to start making our candles too.
Yeah.
Maybe we could start giving away some candles.
Yeah,
You
we're
know,
definitely
there's going to be
Ooh.
I open our society candle company real soon.
Ooh.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
coming
new
up
to
too.
me. So
We are planning. I have everything ready. Like I have everything here as far as equipment, and my wife and I, we wanted to start a business where we're going to start candle making, traveling around different flea markets and vendor shows and stuff, selling the candles. So, it's a very good chance we may have some extras, and maybe we could start giving away some candles, whatever. Like I said, we can't give away a Mercedes yet, but a
Yeah.
candle, hey, that would work for me.
and who doesn't love candles? I mean, I know I love candles, especially this time of year. It's like one of my favorite things is to have a candle burning, windows open, relaxing. Um, you can guarantee that on Sunday, 1013, I'll be listening, tuning in, and I'll probably have a candle going. So,
Well, that'd be great.
Yeah. See,
Amen.
I am a candle whore. Every year, everyone, like my birthday, Christmas, anything, they're like, what do you want? I'm like, just get me like 10,000 candles, and I promise you I'll have them all burnt by within like a week. When we first moved into this house, Gary can attest, I bought this huge bin at a yard sale full of like candles, like full. And when I tell you, I think within like maybe 4 or 5 months, they were all gone. And it was like a ton of candles. They were gone. And my mom recently found like one tucked away in the laundry room where we kept them. And when I tell you, I had like tears in my eyes, I had tears in my eyes. I love candles. It's just something that it sounds so dumb, but it resonates with me. Like candles resonate with me. Like when I'm gone, I want my kid to like look at a candle and think like, oh, my mom, I miss my mom. Like candles are my mom's vibe, like candle, cozy blanket, hot tea. It's me.
Oh yeah.
Windows
I
open,
had
like you said.
Oh yeah, that's like one of my favorite things. Last year, right after Christmas, Yankee Candle was doing a promotion where you could actually get like a picture of
Yeah.
yourself or something on it. And that I was gifted 2 candles with pictures of me and my son on them. And I was like, I'm not going to burn them. I'm not going to burn them. Well, I ran out of candles and I was like, well, guess what's getting burned? I'll just save the glass and
That's what
we'll
I
save
did.
the picture. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
I didn't burn mine for a couple years. And then finally I was like, nah, this smells too good. So I burnt it. And then now I keep it as like a knick-knack collector thing. So
Oh, yeah. So, and then Gary, you may smack me for this one, but you have a birthday that is,
tomorrow,
yeah. So
9/26.
I'm glad everybody
happy
reminded me because I totally
birthday.
forgot about it.
Well, I will remind you because I got to be a part of Hannah's birthday episode, which was exciting for her. And that was right before you left for Cancun, Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Gary, any fun plans, any words of wisdom that you have
Words
for?
of wisdom is we never get younger. It's simple as that. Everything moves forward, and that's why we have to always remain focused on the present moment, because that's the most important moment. Birthdays are going to come and go, but you always do gather memories, and memories are the greatest thing for me right now. Times do change, people change, and I'm going. I don't even know because wanted to go away this weekend. with my wife. I just wanted to get in a car, go drive all over New England area. And I was starting to plan it out a little bit today, and I was shocked that you cannot find a hotel room in New England for under $400 a night. I kid you not. Now there are some, but I mean, I don't want to, sleep in a crack den either, because that's what some of these things look like. But any regular hotel starting at $400 a night, I've seen a 3-star hotel going for $900 a night. I don't know what the thing is. So I don't know. I don't know yet. I'm going to drive. I'm going to do something, in some way, but I don't know yet. I just want to get away. I've become a homebody in the years, so I kind of like sitting at home. I got my best buddy right here.
I love sitting at home.
Yeah. So
I do enjoy getting out because especially working from home, but I like to be at home.
After being in an office all week, there's nothing more than I want to do than be home and relaxing. But it's like a mental struggle for me right now because there's all these fall festivals and I know the cold weather's coming up. So I'm like, I want to go to them, but I also want to stay home. I don't want to get dressed and actually go to them and deal with people. But we went to one Saturday. It was nice. It was all free. So I was like, that's my language. Free is my language.
If it's not free, I don't want it.
Exactly.
So actually went to a free yard sale this past weekend.
Yeah.
We did.
Everything free. I couldn't believe it. Free
hot dog, everything.
Free hot dog, free ice cream, and it was free. Yeah, Steeltown Baptist Church.
Yeah, shout out to them.
Yeah, big shout out to them. They have
we got a free planter box.
Yeah, and a big one too.
It's big.
So I know my wife's been wanting one of those. So we got one free.
And then I got a vintage Disney book too. I'm so excited.
Are you a Disney fan?
I'm not like a Disney whore. I love like vintage Disney things. Like my son's room, Caden's room was like vintage Winnie the Pooh. And I love like old Disney books. Like some of the new stuff, don't get me wrong, like the messages that Disney gives in their movies is like amazing. Like I just watched Inside Out 2 today and it made me cry. But
that movie.
Yeah, but I just like when I found this vintage book, Gary was like, holy shit, it's an ABC book, but it's like old Disney characters. And I'm like, oh my God, I love this.
1983.
83. So not too vintage, but you know what I mean.
No, I know what you mean. I loved Belle growing up. So my grandma got me like a plate collection.
Ooh.
And it's of like, it's definitely like, I don't want to say vintage, but it's older.
Yeah.
And I love like that. I do love all the Disney stuff, but I do like the basics, what started it.
Sure.
So, and Winnie the Pooh tugs at my heartstrings all day, every day. Like I love the quotes. It keeps me, especially when you're a mom, it's like those quotes resonate with you. So is there, Gary, anything fun, exciting that you want to mention that I haven't brought up?
Well, every day it should be fun and exciting as long as you make it out to be that way. So I'm going to leave it at that. Make your own or write your own script. That's why I say tune in October 13th to the live Relaxing Radio. I'm going to teach a lot of this, writing your own scripts, being happy with yourself, being proud of yourself. This is all ways to change your perspective. Don't get yourself down. Don't worry about things. Everything is just a moment and those moments will pass, good and bad. So we need to learn how to accept them all. So that's the fun and exciting thing I got. And Hannah, what about you?
I'm looking forward to, bringing shows in October. I've actually been kind of like in my head, cause Gary does Gary does everything behind the scenes. I just come in, I sit down and I shoot my shit, if I'm being real. So, I've been kind of diddle-dadding in my head, like, what can we do for October? So I have a couple ideas, up my sleeve. I kind of really want to revisit a serial killer topic again. Just because it was like one of my favorite episodes still to this day that I did. And then, next month is October. It'll be 11 years since my grippy sock vacation. So that's something that I might do a small little episode on. So yeah, I might kind of like go dive in deep and like actually just like I thought like maybe like a cool episode would be like talking about my experience at a mental hospital. I don't want to say grippy sock vacation anymore. Some people might think it's insensitive, but that's how I cope.
That's how
So
you cope. It's cool.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm the asshole that was sitting over here laughing.
laughing
Like
ass off.
once it
You're like, good
clicked,
bitch.
I was just like, oh my gosh, that is great.
Yeah.
Some days I feel like I could use like a break, and I'm like, is
Yeah.
that my next step? Because
Listen, I recommend the Meadows. Shout out to the Meadows. They're bomb.
I mean, this month was just
I'll
one
drive
of
you
those
if I can
months.
come too.
Okay. Maybe they'll give us a discount.
Oh Lord.
But well, I am excited for October. I think the live relaxing radio on Sunday, especially after these past few months, I know I've already said it a couple times, but I've been hanging on for dear life. Like I am barely gripping whatever is left for me to grip right now. So I think the live relaxing radio that you're going to be launching on October 13th is going to be a great way to kind of start off my week in a good headspace instead of I have the best ability ever to dwell on something and just kind of let it keep rolling over and it just keeps snowballing. So I think this will be something that's nice, new, and refreshing. A great way to start a Monday. End a Sunday, start a Monday.
There you go. I hope it does work out. Bring some friends. Everybody else out there, live relaxing radio, October 13th on Podbean. If you go to eyeopenersociety.podbean.com, top of the page is a link that takes you directly to the live radio show. It's not up and running yet, but you could follow it. This way you'll be notified when it does start, and you can download the Podbean app. This way, if you want to join in and join the conversation, you can do so. And Hannah and I were going to look. You probably got a shot of my feet on that one. I forget we're live.
That's gonna be on OF later.
Yeah, OnlyFans feet from Gary Dean. Nice. So with
They'll
that,
be giving away a Mercedes as quicker than you know with those feet on OF.
Totally. That'll be our next contest giveaway. Well, listen, Brittany, I want to thank you very, very much for hosting this here episode of Behind the Eyes. And we hope to see everybody real soon on the next episode.
See ya.
Bye.